questions, we have the question on this. I was about to leave. I thought you people had enough time because
Yeah. Yes, sir. All of them have joined us.
okay.
Yes, sir. You can go ahead with the question of Kurds.
Anybody having question? Please raise it. Let me know. I think we covered most of the aspect of the region, and I did not go into the academic way of writing because I have written my script, but I didn't want to. I tried to provoke you people so you can go and read more because we need to understand the region because it's very difficult, very complicated place to remember and to understand. Everybody is supporting one faction or the other. We see the Turkish supporting the terrorists inside Syria. They're supporting the inside Libya against the will of the international community, while we seen the Saudis supporting in Libya but against them in Syria, and the Qataris are with them but they're against the Palestinian, the Emiratis, and everybody in Yemen, everybody fighting. So welcome to the West Asia, where you will have a very confused picture of who is with who and who's supporting who.
So thank you so much. I'll just ask just one question regarding this place, this entire region. For instance, Turkey. How much is Turkey actually a part of West Asia? And because there was a time when Turkey had dreams of joining Europe, and geographically it does have a small portion of its territory in Europe. So in this way, if you see what exactly is West Asia, and can Turkey stay in a position that it is unconnected to Syria and its neighborhood, and that it can look towards Europe and maybe Russia and towards the West, or it is permanently stuck here? So it will always try to influence because of its legacy, its history, and of its size of population and power and wealth.
Well, I think you have rightly said that Turkey is a very large country in the area, Euro-Asia. It has a huge presence in the part of the world, no doubt about it. It is a very important geopolitically and also as a strong army and economy as well. But the problem with the Turk when they have lost their empire, in fact, they felt, humiliated by the West. And then Ataturk was brought into power where he declared the state of Turkey as a secular state and had the constitution and abandoned most of their colonial powers, colonial territories to the West. And they started building Turkey under the slogan of a secular state. And they have, to a large extent, succeeded till they have seen the Islamic parties have taken over uh, in uh, in Turkey in 2000 onward. We have seen more of burqas appearing rather than the modern society of Turkey, and because it's an Islamic country and it's a heterogeneous society, by the way, it's a huge tribes, different nationalities, different came under the umbrella of Turk. They have a huge, what we call mosaic of people, a heterogeneous society. So Turkey have always been walking, look like the duck. They don't know, are we with Europe or are we with Asia? They tried to come closer to Europe, and then the European Union, before this European Union, have told them that there are certain criteria you have to fulfill till we allow you to be part of Europe. But the dream was impossible to fulfill because most of the country, and I remember Thatcher and even the British, the Prime Minister of Britain, Thatcher, and we have seen Margaret Thatcher, and we have seen the German, the French. They said you will never join. It's a huge Islamic country, cannot let him go into Europe. So therefore, it has been always a pressure on them not to allow them to join European. And they tried to abide by most of the conditions, but definitely a strong Turkey in a weaker Europe, it's impossible to allow in terms of political science and the geopolitics of the region. So therefore, when Erdogan came to power, his party came to power, they realized that their dream of joining the European Union is ended. So though they are a member of NATO, they turned their eyes into Asia. So therefore, they went into Asia and they felt they're more Asian than being European. So being part of West Asia, it's only showing that their eyes, the current government of Erdogan, eyeing Aleppo of Syria, wanted to annex Aleppo, wanted to take Mosul of Iraq because they consider it part of their own glory days. It's not part of the Mesopotamia or West Asia of Iraq territories or Syrian territories. So their ambition and lust to occupy other territories have created this problem for them. And Turkey will create more problem in the future because they are now in double face. But the present Muslim Brotherhood chief, which is Erdogan, the president of Turkey himself, he is the leader of the Muslim Brotherhood organization, think that it is the only way to bring these countries together is to bring Islam, political Islam, and lead these nations under the umbrella of the Ottoman Empire. And he is the de facto Khalifa, I call him, where he is trying to come back into this power. So Turkey, unfortunately, have not been playing the role of a good and a responsible neighbor. You see, from a zero problem with neighbors to all problem with neighbors, with the Greek, with Cyprus, with Italy, with France, with Germany, with Syria, Iraq, Russia, name it, and they are even Israel. The people claim that they are anti-Israel. No, they are very much close. But from time to time, he gives this rhetoric speeches that he is still against the Israelis, but he's absolutely with the American and the Israeli project in the region. So he's in double face, and I'm not happy to see Turkey disintegrated, but definitely Turkey stability and progress and prosperity is at stake as long as Erdogan is in power.
And Gaurav was asking something about Trump 2.0 and West Asia. Maybe I'll let Gaurav reframe that part.
Hmm.
Yes, Gaurav, you can ask that part of your question you're asking.
Yeah, Dr. Awad, I would like to know, Turkey and India has never been at such bad terms earlier, but recently, in last couple of years, Erdogan has gone in his line, which is very much against India for all obvious reasons. But I would like to know what went actually so wrong between government of India and Turkey that has actually made him to take such a extreme line against India, and what are the likely possibilities that the government of India can take against Turkey for balancing the power in the future in this region vis-a-vis
Yes,
India.
yes, it's a very important question. I'm happy you asked me because I believe under President Erdogan, not only India and China, everybody is feeling the heat of his policy and where he is claiming that this is part of even any part he talks, he says it's a part of the Turkish Empire. So he have ambition in this part of the world. And it is only wave, I said, is by riding on the Islamic wave and sentiment. So when India have taken the decision on Kashmir, on and the Article 370 and the 35A were removed from the Constitution. That was, the turning point for Erdogan policy because he realized that the Muslim in this part of the world are the majority, and the majority Muslim feel that by taking an anti-India stand, he may be having that wave of Islamic movement supporting him because of Pakistan from the other side, where he has come closer, and he was trying with Malaysia, Pakistan, and Turkey to form a new organization of Islamic cooperation instead of alternative to OIC, which was led by the Saudis. So they felt that they can do it, but again, it was Pakistan pulled out because from the this meeting in Kuala Lumpur because of the pressure of Saudi Arabia. But again, they are under tremendous pressure. But Turkey, and such, he is whenever there is a problem in the Islamic world, he will definitely come with that sentiment and saying that I am going to do this and I'm going to do that in the benefit of his own, because he is using only rhetoric to create sentiments and anti-establishment of each country where Muslim minorities are living there. He is more dangerous to Islam. He knows everything but Islam.
Yes, sir. Perhaps this might be the last or the penultimate question. Yahya has asked, are Arab and Islam synonymous, or can they be seen as separate for their own merit?
Look, before Islam comes to the region, we were in Syria and we were Christians. We conquered. Islam came and conquered. Everybody converted. We belong to this region. There are many Christians. There are also Jewish. There are Muslim people join, but majority are Muslim. Yes, and they don't have the Islamic rule of Sharia in each country. Each country have its own policy and establish it under the secular of the under secular outcome. So I don't see any changes of this policy in this part of the world. And the Arab would continue to be a Muslim country because majority are Muslim. But I would say secular, if you see the Arab Spring have destroyed most of the socialist country and kept all the radicals and the monarch and their own system. What does that mean? That means they are encouraging terrorism, extremism, and more of a takfiri group inside this part of the world, because the next phase of the division, I said, is to see an ultimatum fight between a sectarian violence among the and communal rights.
So thank you so much. I hope we could take as many questions from audiences today, and perhaps they could go to your website, which is www.waielawwad.com. That is www.waielawwad.com, or they can just Google your name, I would say, and they can
I think
also
Google my name at this stage because I'm going to renew my website very soon. I'm in the process of doing it.
yeah,
So you
and
can go to my. Thank you very much.
they can also follow you on Twitter at Abu Naman.
Anytime. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. That was a pleasure for us. And thank you so much for your output and your outlets. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.